Welcome to one of the most productive and profitable automotive factories in North America, the Kentucky Truck Plant, or KTP, in Louisville, Kentucky. This vast facility stretches across more than 500 acres, with around 8 million square feet of production space. That's the equivalent of about 139 football fields under roof. We're excited today to be going inside this massive facility, since Ford granted us a high level of access to film the manufacturing process of some of their most important products. So, without further ado, let's check out what it takes to build Ford trucks and SUVs. Since opening its doors in 1969, KTP has grown to become one of Ford's crown jewels, producing over 400,000 vehicles per year, including some of the best-selling vehicles in their lineup. The three models built here are the Ford Super Duty, new Ford Expedition, and the Lincoln Navigator. The facility operates two main production lines. Line 1 is dedicated entirely to the Ford Super Duty and all its many versions, while Line 2 handles all three models, including the Expedition and Navigator. The plant employs more than 8,500 workers, many of them multi-generational employees with deep roots in Louisville's manufacturing legacy. In fact, over 10% of the workforce are U.S. military veterans, a fact that Ford is very proud of. If there is one word that defines KTP, it's precision. From body framing to final inspection, every step is carefully choreographed. In areas like the trim shop and interior line, workers and robots move in a synchronized dance, installing hundreds of components with down-to-the-millimeter accuracy. Below some parts of the production floor, a network of pits allow employees to install air conditioning systems, electrical wiring, and other components from beneath. One thing that was really interesting was how the new split gate on the SUVs impacted the production versus their previous generations. This new tailgate actually required the creation of an entirely new manufacturing station, complete with custom tooling, automated mounts, and stabilizing arms to handle the complexity and weight of this feature. Here you can see the lower assembly being bolted in. And as she nears the end of the process, the next Expedition slides into the area so she can begin the process over again. But how does Ford ensure that everything is done right? Enter Mavis, or the Mobile Artificial Intelligence Vision System, a game-changing tool that uses cameras and AI to inspect every inch of a vehicle in real time. It's capable of performing complex visual checks, using mobile devices like the iPhone to identify paint imperfections, misalignments, or incorrect part installations that would be nearly impossible to detect manually. The information collected by the phone's camera is fed into the AI, processed, and then output into the engineer's dashboard. As you can see, on this specific day and with this specific C-pillar assembly, 1.6% of the models had a fault that flagged out. This system has performed over 100 million inspections to date, and it's being rolled out across all Ford factories around the globe. This system works hand in hand with Ford's no-fault forward policy, meaning a vehicle won't move to the next step on the line unless every required check is passed. This ensures issues are resolved at the source, not down the road. Before a single real-world part is built, the design process begins as a digital twin, a fully interactive 3D model of the vehicle. Engineers can simulate and visualize how components will fit, perform, and even wear over time. Using virtual reality immersion, Ford's teams can test assembly feasibility, identify clearance issues, and even simulate what happens if the parts are made wrong. These simulations don't just improve comfort and safety, they streamline collaboration. Engineers from around the world can meet in the virtual space, working together in real time to fine-tune designs. Once assembly is complete, vehicles aren't immediately shipped out. First, they face the KTP validation track, a rugged course right outside the plant where vehicles are subjected to bumpy roads and uneven terrain. This final test is designed to uncover any squeaks, rattles, or suspension issues. As you can see, inside this tunnel there are numerous different kinds of road surfaces that a customer could encounter during their ownership. The idea is for Ford to catch any issues in this final step before the truck or SUV heads to the dealership. It's one more layer of quality assurance before the vehicles head out into the world. Well guys, we hope you enjoyed this detailed look behind the curtain of how Ford manufactures many of their most important SUVs and trucks. From its founding in 1969 to producing over 10 million vehicles and counting, it has and continues to play an important role in American manufacturing. Whether it's a rugged Super Duty or a luxury Lincoln Navigator, every vehicle coming out of KTP is a result of thousands of moving parts, both mechanical and human, all working in harmony. If you enjoyed seeing that dance, let us know in the comments below, and make sure to subscribe for all kinds of automotive content, not just factory tours. We'll see you next time, and take care.